Olivia Wayne, and this is the SheerLuxe Show. Coming up on today's show is some outfit inspiration with the team, a fascinating interview with a really inspirational woman, and a guide to a fabulous Halloween celebration for children and adults alike. But first, I'm joined by the team, Polly and Lou, and friend of SheerLuxe, Toby Asari. How are you all, ladies?
Good.
Looking autumnally resplendent today.
Yeah, we've actually got a good colour combo going
I'm
on again.
I'm feeling it today.
It always happens that way somehow.
Yeah. What, you're not all on the WhatsApp? No, we don't do that. No time. And on no time, Toby, congratulations. You've written a book, which is pretty mega. Now, it's called The Blend, and it's about how to successfully combine motherhood and your career, something I would like to know about because I'm really feeling the juggle. You actually interviewed Georgie, so tell us a little bit about it.
So it's basically that whole journey from the minute you think you might want to have a family, right, to maybe adding more children, finances, confidence, maternity leave, going back to work, and hopefully reaching the success that you absolutely ultimately dream of. And we speak to incredible women who have done incredible things, so including Georgie, who's also in the book, who give their words of wisdom.
Okay, it's definitely one to read. It's out in March.
But you can pre-order now, so you get the best price when it's published.
The tips. Can you tell me top 3 tips?
Good one, Lou.
Top 3 tips, I would say, if you can, get some childcare maybe 2 weeks before you come back to work, so you can just have some time to yourself. Go shopping, go for walks, just do all the things that you haven't had time to do whilst you've been on maternity leave. Just give yourself a bit of headspace, I'd say, is probably number 1 tip.
Okay.
Number 2 tip, get childcare sorted. It all revolves around childcare, I think.
Yeah.
And then number 3 tip is take your time in terms of, I guess, coming back to work.
Good advice. Thank you, Toby. All right, the juggle. Can we do some fun? Like fashion mispronunciations. Okay. Did you watch America's Next Top Model?
Loved it.
Oh, loved. That was like one of those shows that I was always hooked on.
Such a good one.
Every season.
I like a lot, to be fair.
Yeah, I feel like we all learned
Am I doing it?
didn't we?
Am I even doing it, or do I look like I've got something in my head? So one of the episodes, Tyra makes the models read autocue, and they have to pronounce some fashion houses and brands, and it's like so cruel. Because
Quite sadistic, wasn't it?
Yeah,
harsh.
Really harsh.
The setup to
So I'm going to do it to you. No joke. But so there's an online language learning platform called Preply, and they analyse Google search data to reveal which of the most popular brands people around the world are seeking pronunciation for. What do you think gets the top search for how to pronounce?
I reckon it might be like
Loewe.
Yeah.
Very hard one, that one.
It is a hard one.
It's not Loewe.
No.
It's not.
It's actually not. Loewe's number 7.
Ooh.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Top 10.
Should I tell you?
Yeah.
It's Hermes.
Okay.
But I do think the courier company, My Hermes, have a lot to
Yeah.
answer for.
Oh my God, can I tell you a
Absolutely
really
ruined it.
funny story?
Always,
my
please.
my friend was at a wedding with his French girlfriend, with her French friends, and one of them was like, oh yeah, I work for Hermes, and he was just like, oh, the delivery company. I was like, oh my God, so insulting.
Yeah,
she was
also,
like, no.
The levels of chic
Yeah,
are not, I mean, they
very
couldn't be further
different.
apart. There is that thing though, and maybe it's different with fashion brands, but if you have an English accent and then you go into like say something in like a French accent, you just do sound like
Completely off.
Yeah.
But then you're almost like, it's worse when you try and anglicize it when it doesn't sound like that.
Yeah,
No,
like,
so
I don't
you're
know.
screwed either way.
What are you meant to do?
What are you meant to do?
It sounds
Just
a bit
point.
like...
Yeah.
Okay, so weirdly, Louis Vuitton. It's been around forever.
I can understand that though.
What do you think people are
How would you
saying
say?
Louis
Vuitton.
Vuitton. Not the V.
Can I say I've had a few interviews when people have said Garni instead of
Oh
Garni.
yeah, we've talked about that. Garni.
That's weird, but I can't.
There's
still
no
can't
R in
say
that.
Anina bit. What?
Anina.
Anina, not
Anina
Anine.
bit.
You know. Also, with the problem with Instagram is you're reading everything. You're not hearing it.
Yeah,
true.
So you just start like. What about that fabulous Jacquemus? I think that one's fairly obvious, but I understand that it might trip
I mean,
people
I
up.
think we're all guilty of like having a quick like Google
Yeah.
how to pronounce X. Like I've done it
100%.
quite a few times in my time.
in the Real in LA where I went to in April, in the bathrooms they have like a record of pronunciations.
I
all
did.
of words.
No.
Yeah, so they say, so you're literally like
Genius.
sat on the loo and they're like going through, not okay.
Gucci,
Yeah.
Dior,
Yeah.
but in an American accent, Hermes. Okay, fine. Thank you all. Now it's time for a new series. Georgie had a particularly busy day last week, and we thought it would be fun for our video team to accompany her, from meetings to shoots to a super glam dinner. Here is part 1 of A Day With.
Good morning, Georgie.
Hi, Al. I've got a little friend with me today. Look at her, hasn't she grown? Do you think she's sweet, or is it just me?
No, she's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
So, you're here for today, and it's a very busy day, so you've got to not escape or get in the way. So, there's a lot going on. We've got a shoot here, a shoot at another studio, a show, a lot of meetings. And we've got 30 women coming dinner tonight. Laura Wells and Natasha Darling, the founder of Lockdown Liquor, and I have teamed up to invite 30 entrepreneurs, influencers, talented women in our industry to come and have supper. So, yeah, it's all go, 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 and you are going to come along for the ride.
So first up, what are we wearing today, Georgie?
Today I am wearing, I'm trying to shop my wardrobe at the moment. I am wearing a jacket. I got this a couple of years ago, everyone went mad for it. A Claudie Pierlot jacket. I'm wearing an Age shirt. I always get lots of comments on this shirt. An Anna Mason pair of dungarees, which is so not me, but I kind of love them. I've only worn them twice. And the oldest Chanel inspired M&S boots. Come on, pup. First up, we've got a 14-day manicure shoot, which is with Luxe Co. And they were our second Luxe Co client. And it's a nail brand. In fact, I'll show you what it is. You've tried it, haven't you?
Yeah, you gave me one, and 2 weeks, almost.
Are you wearing it now?
Yeah.
Amazing. So anyway, this is it. It's a lamp, and it comes with all the kit. It comes with a base coat, a top coat, the most amazing array of colours you've ever seen. There are hundreds of colours. Anyway, it literally boomed in lockdown, and here we are in another cost of living crisis, and I think it's booming again. Hiya! Hi! I didn't know you were coming too. That's so nice. Good to see you.
You too.
Are you well?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, you look great. I saw Sue running around for us all week.
Oh my god, I know. Wow. This, can I just say, is the best red
Which one is that you...
I think I've ever come across. Christmas red.
Oh, okay.
It's like big apple.
It is so
I think when I was picking that, I
Good.
said people just want a decent red, so you could, and everyone
It
just
is-
with the tangerine
It is just so good. How many shades do you have?
over 300.
It's amazing.
340, I think.
When did you come up with 14-day money?
Maybe nearly 9 years ago, I'd say. Yeah, quite a long time ago.
And this is the original branding. And this is what it looks like now.
So it's,
I love
it shouldn't be
it.
too serious. It's nails, right?
No, exactly. This shoot is to get more colours and just fresh content.
Yeah, and different skin tones, which is important, and just so how it sits in looks on the nail. Nice.
Do you know, we had a Manny in the office not that long ago and everyone chose, do you remember? Because you were the one who was so shocked. So someone came in and gave us all a Mani and I chose a green. And I was like, Georgie's chosen green. She always wears that kind of red or a colour like this. And it was a green, just like that.
Gorgeous. Would you do a bit of sparkle for Christmas, or is that just a little bit too Christmassy for you?
Absolutely not.
For you.
Absolutely not. Carolyn, how good do these bottles look? I need to tell everybody that it's Carolyn's birthday today.
Happy birthday! So do you know these are called jelly tips. They're a new thing. So instead of hard acrylics, they kind of flex, and they're super easy to do at home. And they come in different shapes. So these lovely almond
You do these
shapes.
at home?
Yeah, they're so easy to use.
Oh!
Yeah. So, but you would put it on kind of here on the nail.
We'll put them down.
There. Yeah. And then you'd press that onto your nail.
And then stick it
and
onto
put it
the
on the lamp for 90 seconds with on a low heat.
Then you get these.
And then that lasts 3 weeks.
And that lasts 3 weeks.
Stop
That
it.
is crazy.
Do you sell them?
We're just launching them. About it. Very
Did you get that? Did you follow?
So you put that,
tiny nails like me.
do you put that all the way at the back,
Yeah,
yeah?
you put it there, and then just press it onto your nail. Like that, and then you put it under the lamp for 90 seconds on a cool heat. 3 weeks, your nails are done.
Can we have a quick look at just the clothes?
Yes.
I don't think there's a lot to see.
We're just
We've just got.
Okay, I'm
just
gonna
Our studio looks quite tech on a day like this, doesn't it? Look. So talk us through this, Carolyn.
We have got certain shots that have to be taken for the website. Some of those shots will be used to put different colours over throughout the year. Some of these shots have got colour on. We've got some product because we want the new bottles to be shot. And then we've got 3 models with differing skin tone, just for some depth across all the different images. And then this is the video shot. So we've got videography of BTS, and then we've also got clips of colour being applied. So this will Photoshop different colours over the top, and also the gel nails that you've just been trying.
Who did it?
That's nice. That's really nice. Can you star that one? I think that's beautiful. I'm just going to do a couple of emails at my desk, and then I'm going to go to Hush, go and see how the other shoot's going.
Cool. See you in a bit.
She's having some breakfast.
No, wait, what?
No, she's not going to eat this. You do some work soon.
I know it's really new. It did make me question how much voice is used on TikTok, because
People talking.
yeah, it needs to be one
Mega.
really, really mega shit hot something, or it's a I'm just opening that's my new ring. Incurable.
Let's just film one now on the back. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Will you keep her in the kitchen, hon? I'll come and say hi.
Yeah.
Your skin looks insane today.
Spray tan.
Oh, she's glowing.
Oh.
Okay,
Should
ready?
we start again?
Yeah, let's go.
Got the wrong way around. Start again.
Okay, hang on.
Except I've got one plastic nail on.
Have you? Have you? Which one? Oh yeah.
You will love these.
What? And then you paint over the top of it.
Clever.
I don't just throwing it out there. And if we ever move computers, I mean, we could not be further away from everyone in the office in terms of picking up.
Commercial don't
opportunities.
need to sit there.
Yeah, I feel like we're really not placed in the right place for this.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Commercial don't need to be there.
Yeah. And then actually making calls and things, they might prefer it being in and
I think so. It's a bit of a pain, but I think definitely. Cool. So, just going to say hello to Winnie Williams, who is on the show today. Are you right there?
Yeah, she wants a sugar.
And she's a designer. She's on BBC One's Changing Rooms. She's a bit pop star, I think. Hi, I'm Georgie. I'm the founder of SheerLuxe. Hi, welcome. You look really familiar. Is that because you used to be a pop star?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so I'm going to say, don't hold this against me, but I haven't actually watched the new one. The new one.
I'll let you off for that. As long as you've seen the old one.
I mean, haven't you seen
Okay,
the old
that's
one?
all that matters.
That is like my childhood. Lawrence Bone, leopard print in someone's house. Can you imagine going out for a day, coming back, and Lawrence Bone has put huge champagne and leopard print all over your house? I'd be like, oh my god.
No, I said to him, like, do you own a pair of jeans? Or like tracksuit bottoms? He's like, no, just leather, sort of 3-piece.
And how did you get that gig? So you're a pop star.
I used to be. So I was signed when I was in 2009 when I was like, I don't know, I was 20 and then songwriting, then I got a record deal with Universal.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And do you sing like smoky jazz?
That's what I used to sing in jazz.
Oh, you
bars.
look like I'm obsessed with jazz. I just love
that was when I was like 16, 17, I was singing like restaurants doing jazz songs and then like waitressing songs. And then I moved to Margate, to the seaside, and I was like, I'm getting tired.
Margate's all happening in Margate.
She's got hands with the pool. On stilts on the beach. And we've got to go.
But yeah, and then I got
You should imagine.
yeah, just gone round, more than merry.
What do you home for?
Oh my god,
We
the
definitely don't.
Oh yes!
This sounds cool.
Oh my god!
So I've got the most random career all the time.
Brilliant though.
But we've not seen you for such a long time.
I know, such
Shane, look at this face. It's amazing, isn't it?
I'm just totally. We've got a shoot going on in there for a nail brand. Really cool nail brand, and they've got these things, these tips.
Telling everyone.
I know. It's like maybe a toy.
It's they're DIY gel kits from home. Oh, so nice to meet you. I look forward to the show. So nice to see you.
Right, Charlotte, you're on the show today. Talk me through your outfit.
I am wearing an Asino silk shirt, obviously, trousers by Massimo Dutti, shoes by Marc Jacobs. These are probably the oldest thing I've ever wardrobe. And that's it.
I am wearing an oversized top from Topshop, and some clothes also from Topshop. Boots are from ASOS, and jewellery is all Monica Pineda.
So today I have on a little Zara two-piece. I'm really into waistcoats at the minute. I feel like a page boy at a wedding. A little Zara silk shirt, and this is Nasty Girl. And I think these are vintage, these shoes, but I'm just really into this colour combo at the minute. I want to like paint my living room this colour.
Where are we heading now?
There is a hush shoot going on in Wimbledon that Lou is on with Sarah Corbett-Winder. So we're just going to pop in
I was like, if you are, I didn't mean it about you.
and have a quick look at the looks and see how it's going. So what is this?
So this is product for real that Polly's filming on knitwear with Hush.
Nice.
I think
That's
we've got
really
3 or 4
nice.
looks.
I love that. It's really heavy. Ooh.
While you're there, yeah, can I get something in on that?
I think it's quite nice, no?
And then there's a dress with the knit and a long boot. So maybe that's that.
Yeah.
One.
I think maybe do a separate reel because those are good boots. That's really strong footwear from Hush. They look really Saint Laurent. They are a good find. £159. The heart boots. Actually, these pinner boots, as they're called. £179. Really, really cool. Okay, right. Let's go. I think that taxi's going to be cancelled. It's cancelled. Oh my god, you really are doing some art attack!
Well, Chloe's just drawn the flyer, and then it's like double-sided.
This is what Jessica's making.
Oh my god, cute.
Not helpful when your school telling you 2 days before that your child's got to dress up for Space Day.
That's going to look cool. I thought glittery was quite sweet.
Just you wait, Cressida. Just you wait for these little tasks you get given by school.
It was like, this is my worst nightmare.
It's my worst nightmare.
I'd have sleepless nights.
I think that's like the best part, though.
You're either into art or
a full-time job.
Making costumes.
Be like,
You remember food tech ingredients?
Oh my god, that was
the
the
morning
worst.
off,
Yeah.
being like, oh, I'm going to make brownies. Amazing.
I was going to do that, but I felt like that was quite
is that a bit health and
ambitious.
safety though? They might suffocate.
Potentially, yeah.
How are you doing?
Good. We've been discussing for the last 5 minutes. We are getting on to work, but we've been discussing microbladed eyebrows.
Oh, bad news. Going to the loo in a pair of dungarees is virtually impossible. So she doesn't want to show her. Keep coming. It's fine.
Georgie's blurring out and those microbladed eyebrows.
So they're a little bit full on at the moment, obviously.
Look, can we have a quick peek?
Well, how interesting. Great. Well done. Oh, look, there we go. Who knows where we might have ended up? Right, I'm pretty sure this is where the Victoria Beckham shoot was. How are you?
Thanks. We're just on look 2.
How's it going?
Yes.
How are you? Hello. Very well, you look gorgeous.
Sequins.
Look at that.
Quite a
yeah. It's really cool.
Lovely.
Hi there.
How you doing?
How's it going? That dress is really cool.
It's 2-piece.
Is it a two-piece?
Yeah.
I wondered whether it was. So we were. Can you turn the split to the back?
Yeah, good idea.
That's better with a bit more fabric. It's a bit cooler.
Great. Yeah?
That's really nice.
Yeah.
The shoot is
Yeah,
much
it's
better,
beautiful.
doesn't it? I think that is a really, really stylish way to do head-to-toe sequins.
You finally find a cape. We found the cape finally. Yeah, this one is from Tove and it's reversible. So good. It is so
It's like my Burberry one.
Yeah, I really wanted this shade.
Grey and black, and
so useful.
Just for a warm leg.
Yeah.
You know when it's really useful? It's when you go to someone's house.
Yes.
It's a bit cold. And you don't want to be rude.
Yeah, and
you might be warm. There's nothing worse than being cold in someone else's house.
Yeah.
So having something like that.
Just and also like I don't feel like I'm like wearing my coat. It's like where is she wearing a coat?
Yeah. It looks awesome.
No, I'm really happy with it. How is supposed to money?
Nothing for the ones with the jeans.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they've got these amazing tips. And he's like, oh, here she goes again.
And all good for tonight's dinner?
I think so.
Yeah.
Are you coming? No, you've got your. Oh, you've got your.
Second one tonight.
Oh, are the people nice?
Really nice.
Are they?
We had our first NCT last week, and yeah, it feels like your kind of first day at school. You're
I
like,
know.
"Is he gonna be friends with?"
I know. And did you find someone you're going to be friends with?
I think it's nice for like Lou to be there and like feel like he was
Part of something.
part of it. And,
Yeah.
So it's pain relief tonight.
We had a guy who they showed some pictures, and he had to go and lie down. He got really faint. I mean, it was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. I mean, Josie actually did have to sit down when I was in labour once.
I said to Lou, if you faint, you're in serious trouble.
My best story was when a friend of mine was in labour, and she was really quite in labour, and they came out with a wheelchair, and her husband was like, oh, thank you. It's not me, it's your wife!
Really good list.
You mean go on to right?
Love that. Love that. Love that. MJ, can I ask you a favour? Will you give me a couple of tongs?
Of course I can, yeah.
We've got dinner tonight, and I did mine this morning, and it's come out already. So I cut my own hair last week. Did you?
Are you?
That is how latent I am. My husband is watching.
Georgie, was it you who did the dogs in lockdown?
Yeah. Dogs, children, husband.
Where are you going tonight? Did you just tell me that?
I've got a dinner at our office.
In the office?
Yeah. Which sounds really unglamorous, doesn't it? You're an angel.
Such a pleasure having you tonight.
I hope this all goes brilliantly.
Thank you.
Sure it will. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Back to the office we go.
Wow, what a day! We had to split it in two just because there is so much fun stuff in that edit. Part 2 is coming up later in the show. Such good fashion and a dinner to come. But guys, it's so good to see that insight, isn't it? We do love a bit of BTS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you even love it, even if you're in it?
Oh yeah, 100%. I was like, I was on there, but I still want to see what happened.
Yeah, even though I was there and I know exactly what happened. But it is cool when we get to see like the real fashion stuff.
Yeah. And Georgie's dungarees, how amazing are those?
So gorgeous. But that, you know what, and that's a testament to like buying well, because they're not current, I don't think. Like they've been around a couple of years at least, and they still look so good.
Yeah,
very
so chic.
Love it.
Speaking of so chic, what are the purchases you're loving at the moment? Show us if you brought them.
Well,
Talk to us if you have.
I'd already actually got a sneak peek in these lists. I forgot about that, but I'm so obsessed I'm going to have to show it to you guys. So I have been on the hunt for a cape for a really long time. I felt like that was going to be like my perfect maternity layer.
And beyond as well.
Exactly, because it's, size doesn't really matter. Yeah. It's one size. And I got
found
this
her.
amazing one from Toe. And it is reversible. So you've got grey, lovely. Black for evening, really nice.
Gorgeous.
And it's just a really nice shape. It's not too long, so you can wear high boots, not feel like it's kind of getting in the way. And just, perfect.
So what, you're just chucking it over everything?
Yeah.
Easy.
Over everything. I can wear it over this. It's a really lovely layer.
All right, what you got, Toby? I mean, I didn't got it here, but what you got.
So I have been loving the scarf coat, so almost like the totem one.
Yeah.
So I was so trying to get the totem one, but then I walked into Selfridges and I saw one in Ted Baker, which is black and white, and it's got the scarf that comes with it, and then it's got tassels at the bottom.
Oh, tassels!
Really
I've got the
chic.
tassels today.
Really chic, really warm. Almost wore it today, but it was too hot.
Yeah, it's really mild, isn't it?
It's like horribly warm. Everyone is so ready to wear.
Let me wear my coat, please.
Yeah.
We're like stripping off.
Okay, but that's so nice. There's lots of alternatives on the high street because the totem one is hard to bag.
Yeah.
But that's okay. The high street does brilliant ones.
It's so cool.
Do you have to fling it over or can it hang?
Maybe it can hang, but I don't know. I quite like a carefree flick over the
drama.
We did a roundup on the site of all the kind of scarf detail jackets, so check that out.
Yes.
Hello. Polly.
So mine is also a jacket. I bought this Frankie Shop biker when I was in Paris the other week, and if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen it a lot already. But I felt like there was a gap in my wardrobe for like a biker that I really love. Like I've got one from like a few years ago, but it's a bit too fitted for my liking at the moment. I'm sure it'll come back around, but for now I just love big oversized jackets. And I walked in and I was like, that looks good. And it looked like real leather to me, but it's actually faux.
It looks
not.
Well, that's better for the bank account.
So expensive. Yeah. So I was like, oh my God. And I just threw it on. It's just really oversized. I feel great in it. I've been wearing it a lot, like particularly recently when it's been like that in-between weather, you know, where it's not quite like cold enough for a big coat, but you need a jacket.
Yeah.
I just love it and I'm so pleased with it.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
I was ill prepared, but I did just buy that are arriving as we speak to my very house. The Timmy Brancusis. I've been eyeing them up, their jeans. I've been eyeing them up for a long time. And do you know what? It's a thing missing in my wardrobe.
Okay.
And they're dark denim because I don't have dark. You know, that kind of really navy denim. And I just think they're going to work for everything.
What kind of shape are they?
They're kind of quite a nice carrot barrel-y leg.
Nice.
But you like a carrot.
Yeah,
and they suit you so well.
Well, just because I'm very short, so I have baggy, but I'm literally dragging the street with me. So sometimes it's like I want baggy, but how do I do it? Do you know what I mean? But it's a bit rough as well.
And you can clinch the waist a little bit.
Yeah,
Which is really nice.
so anyway, let's see. I will report back if they are as good as I really hope they are.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, so all right, thanks girls, good ones. Add to basket. Now this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the annual campaign to raise awareness of the impact of the terrible disease. Last week, Charlotte sat down with Kelly Crump, a wellness and cancer advocate who is living with incurable cancer but has the most unbelievable positive outlook. She talks about how she maintains body positivity from the perspective of a woman with a mastectomy scar, how she finds confidence and how she encourages and empowers other women.
Kelly, welcome. It's so lovely to have you here. We've been chatting off camera. I feel like this might go on a while. We've got a lot to talk about. Can you start by telling us a bit about your story? I mean, from the beginning.
Long story short, I grew up in the US. I'm originally from North Carolina. I moved to Italy in 2009 for work. I've worked in fashion and retail and operations and logistics for the last 20 years and ended up in London in 2012 for work. And I'm here now, married an English, very traditional Englishman. And then in 2017, right about now, 5 years ago, I was lying on the floor watching TV and I felt a really kind of extreme itch on my left breast and I scratched it and that was when I actually felt there was a lump in my breast. And I was diagnosed with breast cancer 5 days later. And then it's now been 3 years since I was diagnosed stage 4 metastatic, which means incurable cancer. So currently I'm living with incurable breast cancer.
And it has spread to other areas of your body?
Yes, I have tumors in my neck, a couple places in my neck, one in each lung. I've got 3 on my spine, kind of through my rib, and then in my armpit at the moment.
And that was all there at the point at which you were diagnosed?
No, it wasn't. No. It wasn't all there. At the point of diagnosis, I had just found the tumor in my breast.
So what was the treatment that you had at that point when they found the tumor?
How are you?
There's been some
treatment. Are you
treatment,
sure Yeah, there's been lots of treatment. So basically, I've had a lumpectomy. I've had IVF because I was going to have chemotherapy, and chemotherapy a lot of times could make you infertile. I had a surgery to insert a portacath, which is where the chemotherapy drugs would go. I had 6 cycles of chemotherapy. After that, I actually grew a tumor on the chemotherapy, which doesn't tend to happen with most, well, actually, it doesn't really ever happen. I then had a bilateral mastectomy, where they remove all your breast tissue with implant reconstruction. Did 6 or 7 more cycles of chemotherapy. They put me in menopause, also gave me some hormone drugs. And in November of 2019, we actually had done another scan and found out it had spread. So since then, I have chemotherapy every 21 days.
And that is to manage it, right?
That's to manage it, yes.
I mean, God, that's a hell of a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like the first thing that people are going to want to know, we'll talk more about your journey, but is how, you're very pragmatic about it, but you're a really sunny, positive presence. I think the big question, but I think the big question for everyone, will be how do you deal with it? How have you coped with that along the way?
It takes a while. I think the very beginning, it's kind of like anything else, any trauma that you go through in your life. I think a lot of times it's shock, and you just kind of get through. And then you go through what are the 5 stages of grief, and I went through those. It's like shock, anger, disappointment, depression, so on, and then acceptance. And so I've gone through those, but I think what happened is once it was kind of incurable, and I realized that my life, it wasn't like I could just have it treated and move on and everything was going to go back to normal. Now this was the new normal. And for me, it's about waking up every day and you make a decision about how you're going to react to the day and how you think. And so what I do is I wake up and I'm like, okay, today's going to be a good day. Or I'm going to look for the small things, even though I probably am thinking about some not so great stuff potentially in the back of my head. But what I do is I try to shift and focus on what is there, what I do have, what is working, how I do feel, and trying to not focus so much on the things that you can't control.
This is it. The choice you have every day is to choose how you're going to receive it all.
Exactly.
And having that attitude has led to some amazing things happening, right? Can we talk about Sports Illustrated?
Yeah.
Because, we just assumed you were a model. We just thought, this insane girl's coming in. But that came, you never modeled.
Well, Sports Illustrated came about, first of all, I grew up watching. I always, received the magazines, would wait for the magazines, and loved all the, far away, exotic places they were shooting in, these beautiful, strong women. And, I always I used to actually take photos. I made my sister take photos back when we had Polaroid cameras and things like that, trying to emulate.
Okay. Oh, you manifested
this. Yes, pretty much. And basically, so they started doing, because of COVID, everything, they went online and started doing casting calls for the issue. And the first year, we were in lockdown, and I submitted myself. And, I kind of been in touch with everyone, and they had noticed me and reposted some stuff, but then we kind of moved on. And then 2021 came along, and I was thinking about submitting myself for the casting, and one of my good friends said, "You have to do this." And I'm like, I don't know, really. And so I did it, and then next thing you know, I was on this casting call, and then I was on the final call, and then they called me and said, in 1 week, you're flying to the Dominican Republic, so get ready. And I've never, it was the first time I'd ever done a photo shoot.
Yeah. I mean, that is mad. And so when you send that, I mean, we'll have the image on screen. It's incredible. You're the first person to have a mastectomy scar in the covers, in the pages, I should say. Is that, like, when you sent them the application, did you show them that? Like, did you?
No. I mean,
so they literally just hired you, and then you were like, "Hey, guess what? I have this."
Well, I had talked about in my submission video that I had cancer. I'd been through so much and had reconstruction and what have you. But it came from doing the fitting that MJ Day and I were chatting, and she just said, you know, is there anything you're not comfortable with, you know, that we don't want to show or you know, anything? And I said, no, like, I'm fine. And it ended up that there was this suit lying on a table, and I said it was the same colors of the Ukraine, and unfortunately the war had just started. And they said, well, actually that's a one boob suit. And I said, oh, I want to try the suit on. And I think they were going, what are we dealing with? And I tried on, and it actually looked good, even though it was literally like three strings. It's like 3 strings. And we started talking, and I said, yeah, I'm fine with, you know, I could cover, I could not. And I go, honestly, I'm fine with it. And I think MJ looked at me and she was like, do you know how powerful that would be? And how much flack we also get for showing nipples or areolas, even if it's sheer. And it started this discussion, and I walked away going, am I really potentially going to do this? And the day that we shot, they said, actually, we're going to shoot the suit. If that's, are you okay with it? And I said, yeah. And it was the third one we did. And I thought, if, you know, to show others it's okay, like, it's fine. It's skin, it's a scar. It doesn't make you any less of a person. And I know so many people that it is really hard to lose your breast and have scars. And I kind of always make fun of it. I always say I have like cyborg boobs because I don't have any nipples. So it just, and I don't have any feeling either. So it's different. It felt empowering, and I thought, you know, if this could help some other person feel okay about the situation they're in.
Can I ask you about body positivity? You've obviously been through so much, and it's so invasive. And how do you still feel like? I mean, do you just feel like a new version of yourself? Kind of, how do you, especially, and you know, can you offer some advice to women who might be going through treatment as well, just to retain that sense of self? So
I completely lost myself within the first 6 rounds of chemo. I lost my hair, I lost my eyelashes, my eyebrows. I gained like 30 pounds, which is, I don't know how many stone, because I'm not good at all the conversion. A lot. You know, I got to the point I couldn't recognize myself, and I wouldn't look at myself in the mirror for, I'm not kidding, 6 months. I didn't know who that person was. And so when I got, you know, diagnosed again and again, I realized, like, I wasn't trying to get that person, old person, back. I had changed so much mentally and physically from treatments that I needed to accept that Kelly is still part of Kelly, but this is just a new day. This is a new era. This is an evolution. I needed to kind of pivot. And so that's what I've been working on. And I think so many people want and mourn and really want their old life and their old selves pre-cancer or pre-trauma or pre-diagnosis. And I think you have to get to a point where you accept that that's probably, that's not going to happen, because you've changed so much. You know, you've been through an experience. We all evolve and change. So accept that. It's okay. You can still be sad about it, but you also then have this opportunity to make yourself who you want to be or how you feel. And, you know, it took a lot of work. It's taken, you know, therapy and meditation and exercise and treating my body well. But I'm actually happier than I probably was pre.
Really?
Yeah, I have more of a respect for my body and how it works.
Kelly, I wish we could talk all day. I've just got to ask you before we go. You mentioned exercise. I mean, you are doing the most incredible. You're doing a trek. You're doing a mountain hike. I mean, tell us about this you know, excursion you're going on.
So
for Copperfield?
So in 25 days, I'll be hiking 100 kilometers in the Sahara Desert in Morocco.
That's insane.
And it's with Giovanna Fletcher, a bunch of other celebrities, Pete Wicks. I'm on Dr. Emeka's team, and we're walking 5 days in the Sahara. I did 100 kilometers in Scotland last year, but it's to raise money for Copperfield, which is a breast cancer charity for people under 35, to raise awareness and to make sure that you get to know your boobs. And then afterwards, I'm going to climb the highest peak in the Atlas Mountains. It's called TIMECODES, and it's 4,127 meters. So I want to do this to show people that it doesn't always have to mean that life is over, that you have to give up, but also to raise awareness and to show that like it's a lot of mindset. Mindset will get you anywhere.
Yeah. God, Kelly, you're such an inspiration. I mean, honestly, like, thank you so much for being here. I think many of us can take some amazing learnings from you. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck with the trek. Do go and give Kelly a follow. We will put your Instagram link in the show notes below. And raising money where?
Just Giving. You just type in my name, Kelly Crump.
Okay, perfect. And we'll put the link to that below as well. Kelly, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, Charlotte.
She is absolutely phenomenal. We'll link the details of Kelly's Just Giving page for a 100-kilometre Sahara Desert trek in the show notes. What an inspiration, ladies.
Oh my God, what a woman. Just her attitude is so inspiring.
Yeah,
So positive.
I know. I love the way she talks about, you know, when she got past her kind of grief stage, how she gets out of bed every morning. Is like, right, how am I going to see my day? Like, rather than framing it as like, oh, I've got to do that X, Y, and Z. It's like, okay, this is what's good about today. And I was like, I think we could all like do a bit of that.
It kind of makes you all think, like, come on.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
What are we moaning about
Like
ever?
every day's a gift, right? Isn't it?
But,
so amazing.
But to be that positive, to be that inspiring, like, but also very important messages that we do need to check our breasts.
Yeah.
Do you?
I've got to say, not enough. And I think, you know, you need reminders. Well, I feel like I need reminders to do that. And, you know, it's definitely given me a kick to do that more often because, you know, it doesn't take long. It's really easy. You do it yourself.
I'd be honest with you. Like, yes, I've seen all the charts, this picture, that image. It's still a bit of a minefield, really, because when I was actually pregnant, I thought, oh, something's up, you know.
Yeah.
And the doctor literally laughed and was like, "You're pregnant, of course you'll be." It's like, all right, but if that's the attitude sometimes, you know what I mean. But equally, I mean, that's just.
I guess you've just got to get if in doubt,
check it out 100%,
and get a second opinion. If you can. I remember shortly after I had my baby, thinking, oh, something's not quite right. That doctor was brilliant, and then quickly was like, right, go in for the scan, and I had that scan within 24 hours, and I had the results within like 10 minutes.
Oh, really? Good.
Massively reassured.
Yeah.
But yeah, if in doubt, just go and get it checked out.
Yeah, no.
Do you check?
Oh, yeah, I do actually, and I did go to the doctors maybe a few years ago because I had something that I thought I was concerned about. Turns out it was absolutely nothing. But yeah, I always have in my mind, you know, Lauren Mahan, she's like Girl versus Cancer. Her whole slogan is like, check your tits. And I just always got it back in my mind when I'm in the shower. So I'm like, okay, I'll just give it a little fill while I'm there.
That's actually wild to do, like literally while you're in the shower. That's a good thing. Okay, I'm going to think
that.
That's
why social media is so good because that's what reminds me to check every now and again. I should do it more often, absolutely. But it is social media that makes me think I should be checking.
Yeah.
Do you know what, girls? Check today. Check right now. Well, maybe like after we finish the segment. All right. This weekend, it is Halloween. Whether you're hosting a party for adults, kids, or both, Sommer Pyne has you covered. Here she is with a step-by-step guide for some impressive Halloween entertaining.
Hi, I'm Summer, and today I'm going to share with you how to create this Halloween feast that kids and adults will love. So the first thing we're going to start off with is the central platter, and I'm going to start off with a fruit salad. I've got my little friend here, who I prepared earlier, and basically it's a watermelon, and I've just cut the bottom out of it so it's flat, and then I've drawn on a face and cut it with some pumpkin cutters. So easy, really simple. And what I'm going to do, I've got an egg cup. I'm going to fill this with dried ice, and we're going to add some water. And I'm going to put that in there, and then hopefully a little smoke will be coming out. I've just chopped up some fruit, and I'm just going to layer it all over here. You can use any fruit. I've just gone for a selection of berries and melons. But that is essentially the fruit salad. Now we're going to get onto the rest of it. To add to the fruit platter, we want to make it a little bit fun. And so I've made a few little friends for my girls. All right, I'm going to start off with the most easiest thing. We've got a satsuma here. I'm just going to peel that. And then we're going to just get some celery. And you're literally just going to chop a little slither like that, stick it in the top, and that is done. All right, so we're going to start with the apples. These are really cute and fun. So I just slice a little bit of the bottom like this, so that it sits flat. And then, but you just want to cut a bit out. Get some jam, add that to the mouth. I got these little icing tubes from Sainsbury's, so easy. And I also managed to find some little eyes, and I'm just going to glue them on. Now, a little monster here, a little apple monster needs some teeth. We're just going to place them in there like that. He's ready to meet his other mates there. Okay, so we've got kiwi. And with the kiwi, I'm just going to use the top bit as a hat. And then we're going to slice the sides like this. Okay, you might want to just chop the bottom again so it just sits up straight like that. And we're just going to add some little eyes to that. Okay, so we've done the fruit, so we feel like good parents. Now we can add some naughtiness to the platter. I like to keep things simple. I've bought these pre-made pancakes. So I'm just going to use a ghost-shaped cookie cutter, and you just cut them out like that. And of course, I'm going to add some eyes to these little guys. All right, so I want to add some savoury things in there so the kids are full for when they go trick-or-treating. I just bought pre-made pizzas, and I've just added a bit of Halloween spirit to them. So as you can see, I've got some ghosts, I've got some little spiders. I'll show you how I make them. So I got some slices of mozzarella, and I actually have to put 3 together because they're not big enough. I'm going to get my cookie cutter again and just going to place it on like that. So there's your ghost, and we're just going to place that on the pizza. But no ghost is finished unless he's got little eyes. Right, now we need to make the spiders. I must admit the spiders are a little bit fiddly. So what you want to do is get a black olive, cut it in half, and then with the remainder of the olive, you want to just cut it in slices. Maybe don't worry too much about the placement of the legs, otherwise you'll be here forever. There's my Halloween pizza. So the kids are done, and now to the grown-ups. I'm going to make a pumpkin risotto with crispy sage and pancetta with a sprinkling of hazelnuts. It's super delicious and comforting for this time of the year. Okay, so I've sliced up a small pumpkin, as you can see here. I've left the skin on. This is going to go in the oven. At this stage, I'm also going to put the hazelnuts in there, and I'm going to bake them, and then we'll crush them up and use them later. So let's add some olive oil and just some salt and pepper. Really simple. And I'm just going to mix that up with my hands. Okay, and just put the nuts in and just keep an eye on them and make sure they don't burn. And now we're going to get on to the risotto itself. So we're going to start off with 100 grams of butter. We're going to melt this down. So we're going to add the garlic, the shallots, and the celery. We're just going to sweat that down for about 5 minutes. So whilst that's sweating down, I've just remembered my hazelnuts, so I need to get them out. They've been there for about 10 minutes now. See, they're nice and roasted. So we'll just put these to the side for later. I'm ready to add the risotto, so we're just going to add the grains of rice now. Stir that in. Now at this stage, we can add the wine. And we just want to stir that in and let it bubble away until it reduces to about 1/3. And now I'm just going to add my stock. You just want to add a little bit of stock at a time, and then you just keep stirring it until the liquid is absorbed. I'm going to turn this down at this stage, and then you just keep going, but what you want to end up with is al dente rice, and then we can add the pumpkins when they're ready. Okay, right, so now we need to do the sage butter. We're going to make our sage leaves nice and crispy. So you get a heavy bottomed pan and put 100 grams of butter. I'm going to melt that. We want it to be nice and bubbly and hot. Now I'm going to add the sage leaves. Oops. We're just going to put them in and let them bubble away. Okay, so you can see that the leaves are starting to darken, and that's the perfect time to remove them. They're nice and crispy. I'm going to turn that off. And we're just going to put them on some dry paper so you can get all the leftover butter off. So with the pancetta, you can either put it under the grill and make it nice and crispy, or you can pan fry it. So I've just topped it up and pan fried it, and then at the end I'm going to put that over the top of the risotto. You could also mix it in as well, but I guess if you put it on the top, you've got more flexibility for people who perhaps don't eat meat. So let's get this pan nice and hot. I'm just going to put some olive oil in there. So we're just going to add the pancetta. Just be careful not to burn yourself. Just going to stir it so it doesn't burn. Okay, so the pumpkin has been in for about 30 minutes and is looking golden, and it's soft on the inside, which is what we want, so that's ready to come out. Okay, so we're just going to remove these from the pan, and I'm going to take half now, and I'm going to remove the flesh, and that's going to go into the risotto. The other half I'm going to leave there to decorate. So now I'm just taking the flesh out. Now the risotto is al dente, and I'm going to add the pumpkin and the parmesan. So as you can see with the pumpkin, I've just mashed it up, and we're just going to mix that through. We'll add the parmesan, which will give it a nice flavour. I haven't seasoned yet. I'm going to wait till everything's mixed in, and then I'm going to season at the end, because what you don't want to do is over season. I did season the butternut squash. As you can see, that beautiful autumnal colours are coming through, which is what we like to see. That looks really good to me. As I said, I'm just going to give it a little taste. So good. Okay, so the risotto is done. You can obviously just serve it up in a normal plate, but I thought we'd get a little bit creative because it is Halloween after all. And I've got a pumpkin. So you can use pumpkin as a bowl. I've just taken the carcass out, obviously, and cut the top. And I thought it'd be quite sweet just to serve it up in here. So you just want to fill it up so it's coming out the top, all lovely. And now we're going to add some of the nuts, hazelnuts, some of the sage leaves. Just sprinkle the sage leaves over there. Parmesan cheese to finish off. Oh, and one thing that I've forgotten is that we want to finish off with the slice of the pumpkin. So give me a second. And you can just place these on the side like that, just for decoration. And voila, there is my pumpkin risotto with crispy sage, hazelnut, and Parmesan cheese. Okay, I'm just going to run through how I pull this all together. So what I like to do is layer. So I started off with some very natural table runners, which I got from H&M. I just laid them out. I've got a large chopping board here, which I've covered in some paper. And then I just started from the middle with a fruit platter. So I've weaved in some eucalyptus with the white berries, which I think are really fresh and modern. And of course it's Halloween, so we've had to add a little bit of ghoul. My kids love all this. I've used some black accessories from H&M again. They're really great actually for seasonal table dressing. I've got these beautiful white, I love these, the pumpkins. They look so stunning. Even just around the house, you can put them around for decoration. They last the whole season. I like doing a platter like this because it means I can get on and talk and mingle with my friends. Everyone can grab a plate and they can just pick throughout the night and have fun. And then to add a little bit of magic, I've added some dry ice, and you just add some water and you get that really nice smoke effect. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Happy Halloween. The recipes are below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.
How cute was that? I love the dry ice. And the pumpkin risotto, clever. Right, what you two, two, three. What are you doing for Halloween? Anything good? I guess your Halloween, Polly, might be a bit different to your Halloween, Toby, and it might even be different to your Halloween, Lou. So go on, regale us. Yeah. Hit us. Go on, yours is probably the
well, I'm
wildest.
actually going to a party, which I'm quite excited about. My friend Abby's having a do on Saturday, and the theme is like...
A do?
Sorry, how old am I?
The theme, is it not a Halloween theme?
It's actually icons, so like ideally like dead or zombie icons.
Nice.
So I'm going to go as Madonna,
Nice.
but like dead Madonna, I think, but like in her peak, like 80s
Like,
time.
okay.
So like corset vibes, like lots of beaded jewellery, some like fingerless gloves.
Are you going to do like blood makeup? And...
Yeah, I think I'll maybe
so you're
like a across here.
I'm going for it.
I'm going all in. Like I really love dressing up for Halloween if it's like a proper occasion.
Me too,
I've been like scouring the internet.
The World Wide Web for all the things.
www.
Amazing. Okay, well, we'll check out your Insta. Thanks.
Yeah, please do. What are you guys doing?
Toby?
I haven't got anything planned. I feel like work has been so busy. I've been running around, so I'm just gonna hang out with the kids.
Trick-or-treating?
Do they like doing trick-or-treating and stuff?
No, they're not really massively into it. I think as long as they just have like family time,
okay,
they're quite happy.
Cute. Would you do like pumpkin carving or?
They might do something at nursery.
Okay.
To be honest,
leave it
To be honest,
I leave all the mess to
dealt
them.
with. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair play, fair play. Lou?
Oh, I've got to say, it is my least favourite holiday. I would.
Your least favourite Hallmark holiday? Yes. Let's be honest.
It's not really a holiday, is it?
It's like American, but it's cool.
I just don't like it.
You get a bit scared.
Not a bit scared. I don't know. I just
scared of the,
not
Are you scared of the tricks?
Do you know? I remember once I was in New York at the time of Halloween, and they love it. And it wasn't even in the evenings that everybody dressed up. It was all day. Everyone was in funny costumes, even like babies and prams. And I just found it like you're just not quite sure who to trust. You're not quite sure. Like,
can you trust the baby?
Sorry, guys.
No, I went to UCLA, and Halloween in University Land in America is,
oh my God,
it's like Slutsville. Do you know what I mean? It's like your costume is like slutty nun or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Whereas me and my friend wanted to go, you know, you've seen all the movies, but it's true. Like we thought you go all like ghoulish. Yeah. Not.
It's
got
like
that wrong.
Scene from Mean Girls.
Yes, from Mean Girls.
Why are you dressed so scary? It's Halloween.
Exactly.
Great film.
Do you know what? My husband's family, my father-in-law's American, so that tradition is around. But they do nice games, like apple bobbing, donuts on a string that you have to like, you know, like cute stuff. Yeah. But yeah, a bit of trick-or-treating. Then I get to eat all the stash.
Yeah, nice.
Well, have a great weekend either way. All right. So part 2 now of A Day with Georgie. Take a look at what she gets up to for the very rest of her very busy day.
Hi, this is Maison Margot. So the founder of Maison Margot, Louisa, is coming this evening, and they're very kindly doing the tables for us. We literally have the most beautiful tableware. Wow, I mean, everything, and you can rent it. It's very cool. So if you're having a special birthday, I think you can buy it or rent it. Is that right? Yeah, it's just very cool. Oh, where's this come from? Wax and Coleridge. This is the snack cupboard. My fave.
Hi.
Hello.
How's your lunch?
Brief. We've now got senior team, followed by manager's team. And we are doing it in the studio because it's looking so good in here. We're having it in the podcast room because that's where there's sweets. This is Maya's first time in the podcast hub. Anyway, welcome. It's bloody cold in here.
That's where I want to be.
Goodbye to blanks or stuff. I think I could literally nail about 20 of these.
Apologies, I'm with you. I literally never got one. No.
But you should.
Oh no, I like this. Yeah, I'll go to store tomorrow.
Are all the watermelons gone? No.
I passed
You're allergic.
It's still in America.
They're the
It's
best.
in America.
That's so good.
Right. Okay. Listen, we've got. You're right there. Yep. We have got managers coming in and quite a few things to get through and a lot on today. So let's whiz. Right. Landlord is here. At this point, I'm going to say, hasta la vista.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I've come back, so I'm actually gonna wear it myself. Do you want a key?
Yeah, do you want it?
Yeah, can you help? I've actually never been in more trouble. I was literally sat there and suddenly I was like, I'm actually gonna die. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
How was your meeting?
Long. And we've got someone who's just arrived for a quick meet and greet. She is a freelance stylist, creative director, and she's coming in just to say hello because we sometimes need outsource work to freelancers. So she's popping in. I'm having a quick hello to her, and then I'm going to go back in that meeting. Oh, hi. How are you? Oh, look, doesn't that look so lovely?
Really lovely to meet you.
Yes. Works really well. The only thing is I'm quite allergic to not having someone on the end of a table. Do you think we could switch it slightly? I just really think you get such a dud if you're on the end.
There's not much space on the heads in order to like come in and out of them.
I'm really sorry to be a bore, but if we could move it that way a little bit. Anyway, if it's a nightmare. Come in. So Lou is our fashion and creative director.
House, so we are in house.
It's like my son's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, who needs three?
Well, we all have
categories?
to know what contraception is.
She's actually got 4 feet.
Oh, it's
Yes.
Can we choose some wine?
Yes, let's go now. I was just coming to get you.
Great.
Jess, do you want to show Georgie quickly Mimi's little backpack?
Oh yeah, I should.
Sure, is my dog still here?
No, Tess has got the dog.
Oh my god, you are amazing.
Little twist, so she's got to put, Chloe did it earlier, so it's like one arm through. We did. And then she's smaller than me. So
She's so pleased with herself.
it was really fun.
Did you have something have you done any work today?
Yeah, no, but I really enjoyed making those flames. On Mimi, it'll be a bit better. And a bit.
Oh Mimi, will it hit the floor when she
When it
walks?
twists, so you can tie it. Basically, this will twist, or you can tie it at the top.
Thank you so much. You have saved my bacon. Vanessa, did it go okay? Yeah?
4 of them.
Oh, wicked!
How cute is
I
that?
love that.
So you have like the base, the builder gel, the actual nail varnish, and then the top coat. How cute is that? Soup. There's my herbs.
Oh my goodness. I need a dog sitter this weekend. Do you want to have her?
Georgie.
Is this your silver soup?
It is, although I was going to maybe stay like this. But I'll try it on later. Right.
Has it been a busy day?
It's been a very busy day. Okay. That's the urgent stuff. Hi. I don't think we're going to need more than...
See, we've got that on 59 something. Okay. Yeah.
8 bottles of wine. Yeah. Where is your white, like New World Chardonnay or something? Oh, okay. Is this as good as it?
Yeah, so as I say, keyword being
Buttery.
Yeah. So as long as you like more of a buttery style Chardonnay.
I'll take one of these. Could you open that? Can I try it? It's quite full, isn't it?
This is our Riesling for a bit more of a drier style.
It's very sweet. Maybe I should just get that sodium roll and sod it. I don't have to drink it, do I?
Just the payment on the...
Can we get 6 of those? And then we got 6 of those, the box of lava, and you can always whiz over and get more. Also, yeah, more if we needed it. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Yes. Can I leave you with that?
Of course.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
How am I not going to forget this rocket? That is the question. Put it like over your shoulder.
Well, it's best I don't, but yeah.
Right.
I don't have the time to be
Table
remaking
plan
it.
is what I have not done.
Does it help if I read you names? No.
I mean, there's nothing like being organised. Tash said to me like 2 weeks ago, you want to do the table plan, won't you? I was like, on it, babe, on it. What's in my CeraVe box?
Yeah, that seems like a good use of time.
Yeah. Oh, retinol serum. Facial moisturising lotion, I love that. Thank you very much, CeraVe. CeraVe even. Okay. So we've got 2 tables. We could just get a rough
it's really rough.
GCC. Let's put bug there. You there.
Sure.
Does that look alright from a distance? Because you know when you've looked at something for too long.
Yeah, it looks pretty small to me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That bit. It is, isn't it?
Tough.
I think that's quite a good.
Okay.
Thank you. That's so helpful. Thank you, Charlotte.
No worries.
Oh, there's a picture.
I'm worried my jacket is gonna reveal everything. I mean, so make-up this morning. Lovely.
I mean, the shoes are mega.
Like them, they're cool, aren't they?
So cool. Charlotte, what are your options for tonight?
Okay. Options are. Well, I could do a white suit because actually this is the blazer for these trousers. But I think Laura's going to wear a suit and Georgie's wearing a suit, so probably not that.
Is that the one you got off Portobello Market?
I did. £80, vintage 70s from Portobello Market. So I think that, and I've got my Saint Laurent heel. We're going very like 70s. That's a vibe, isn't it?
So good.
Some gold earrings. So I guess that is what I'm wearing.
Yeah, but you just look like power bitch. Power bitch, just what I was going for. Thanks, Charlotte. Someone stole my straighteners though. I haven't put them back.
It's me, sorry. They just live on my desk now, sorry. If you ever need them, I normally have them.
Thank you. Right, nearly there.
So Georgie, we've made it to the end of our day. What are we doing tonight?
So tonight, I'm hosting, along with Tash, the founder of Lockdown Liquor, and Laura Wills, also known as Fashion by Blog, a dinner for some really lovely women in our industry, for entrepreneurs and talent and women doing great things. A bit of networking, no agenda really, just I've been meaning to bring together great women for a long time, and finally, here we are in our new office, and it looks lovely thanks to Jessica, and anyway, the night is young, and hopefully they're all going to arrive soon. It's that bit of the evening when you're like, oh, I hope everyone comes. Hi, this is Anna.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how's it going? Take a drink. How have you been? Good shooting, Louise. Nora, what are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing a really old Atkins Studios blazer with my annealing leather shoes that I always wear together with my Valentino high heels.
I'm wearing red tweed. And it's our portrait. So good. And why is it all yours? A bit earlier, I wanted to see the table.
How lovely to meet you. This is Louisa, who owns Maison Margot, and is to thank for these beautiful, beautiful.
How are you? Good. How nice is this?
I know.
So nice.
Laura, what are you wearing tonight?
I am wearing a Sandro suit and some Gianvito Rossi shoes.
Thank you.
I'm wearing, I don't know actually, I think it's designer collaboration with Zara. This is a Chanel jacket and these are Jimmy Choos.
I have a Garni leather print dress on and I'm not sure where I got these boots, maybe Russell and Bromley.
I first met Carolyn when you were at the Times as fashion editor. And anyway, here she is, and you're still a journalist.
I'm still a journalist.
But you've also founded your own brand called The Hood.
Which I'm going to show you a demo. So it's a rain hat that you can wear. I'm going to show you how it works. So it folds onto your
It's like those
hat,
things in the 90s.
and it is.
Ta-da! Right, Hodge, what are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing an Anusha skirt, a Marge body, and some Sam Andelman shoes, and my trusty Mansfield Gabrielle collection.
Thank you so much for coming. There is really, I can put this lovely spoon down, there's really no agenda this evening other than the fact that we were all having supper, and I said I've been wanting to do this for ages and bring brilliant women in our industry together. So Tash and Laura, thank you. And Louisa, Maison Margot, thank you for our beautiful, beautiful tables. Brandon and Violet. And thank you Jessica and my team. But anyway, as I said, no agenda other than, you know, it's great to network with other women doing brilliant things. So thanks for all coming. And I think
So ladies, how did that go?
Oh, so much fun.
So good. So good. What a brilliant group of women.
I know.
I know. And thank you, ladies. What fun to host it with you. I think that was a massive success. How good to get such brilliant women doing really cool things in our industry in one room.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Until the next one. That's it. Ciao. Thanks for today, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Thank you, Georgie. So nice to see the team, and that dinner did look so fun. All right, keep your eyes peeled for more day in the life videos coming soon with the rest of the team. That is it for today. Thank you so much to Toby, Kelly, Summer, Georgie, and of course, Lou, Polly, and the rest of the SheerLuxe team. We're back next week with another great show. There is fashion with a very cool husband and wife duo, some jewellery styling tips, behind the scenes at a very special shoot, and lots more. In the meantime, we would love it if you could comment below, give us a thumbs up, and do subscribe if you haven't yet. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Goodbye.